Michelle Manriquez from Drop That Brush, and I want to help people who are non-artists become artists. Like, subscribe, and ring that bell. You know, I looked around. Nobody shows you how to get paint out of your pan and why you could transfer and how you do this. Probably because it's a really yucky thing. But you know, you gotta do it occasionally. You've been working for the same paints for the last, year and a half, 2 years. You wanna change out, you don't have any places to put things. And how do you determine what are you going to do and change? It's quite an experience. And I'm gonna walk you through how I did it and how I handle putting new paint in there and how do I determine which one I'm gonna use. So I hope this is a helpful video. And so let's clean my palette. Yikes. What do I need? What should I get rid of? I'm really debating about, I have nickel azo and it makes this amazing color. And it's pretty, look at how beautiful. If it's light, it looks just like, it's kind of a mess, so I'm kind of making sure it's nice, clean. Do I need both of these? That's a problem because they really do look similar. This one has a little more green on it. This gets almost to a 3. This one, which I've got half of it into another one. And I think maybe I should have just not have used this. This was a dark yellow. And the reason I had that was because I could mix it with certain colors and it would give me this almost creamy color. When you need to change things out, you really want to sit back and say, okay, what do I really need? What do I like? I got this just looking at it. It can go quite dark and it can go very light. I'm gonna clean this up, make sure I've got the lightest light, prettiest color. This isn't easy, huh? Here's the problem. I do not need all of this. It's not a lot in there, but I could let it dry and I could give it to a buddies. See, little part. And by the way, I love these little palettes. And I'm gonna hang on to it and let it dry, give it to somebody who maybe doesn't have that particular color or doesn't have yellow. But that opened a space. I bought them. They were in a set. And I really don't use them. You know, and I've got enough room, I could make some changes here. What color did I like? I liked one color that I really did like. I've got to remember which one it is. Yeah, I just thought that was a lovely color. This color, I thought it was ugly. Ooh, right. Oh yeah, we're not getting rid of that. I love that color. That stays. Rich green gold. These are very similar, huh? Again, it came from a kit, Jean Haynes Essentials, and some of her stuff, and I wanted to check it out. And some of them I really loved. Now, what I've discovered is this is a messy, difficult thing. And it's better if you've got a palette. All right, so I'm gonna clean those up. I think I'm gonna shove these over here because I wanna put some of this over there. I'm moving stuff around. But you know, it's a chance to check out colors, decide you really didn't like them or they're too similar and I don't need it. I have this huge mess. My grandchild sucks. But I don't do skies much. I want to see, let's see what happens if I use this. Will I get the same kind of pretty but just a little granulated. You can see how very similar, except that I have granulation. You can see the granulation. It can have some texture in the sky. Even though I do think that's pretty, I just don't think that is something I need. They're just too similar. One granulated, one didn't. And is it important? I don't care. I like granulation. So, now somebody else may, that would never be what you want. So it all depends. That's why these are so amazingly personal, because it all depends. Do you do a lot of blue skies? I don't do it that often. It should have been all the browns, and then I should have went in the reds. And I didn't do it that way, so I got to fix that too. This is phthalo blue red shade. And it really is pretty. But I also need the green shade, which is right there. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to shove this over here. Why do I want the red shade? Why would I care? Well, number one, they're really different colors. Let me show you. Totally different colors. This is more like ultramarine blue. Each of these are truly pretty different in their take. Those obviously are reasonably similar. I'm going to make sure if I can get as thick as that is. I don't think so, but I'm going to try. That's it. It's a little brighter. Do I need that? Do I need both? All right, here's what I've learned. This color, it makes beautiful greens, but what it does is kind of garish greens, whereas this one seems to make a nicer green. Ultramarine blue makes beautiful purples. Let's see if I can shove that over. I've got one. Okay, well, let's look and see what I got. Boy, those come pretty similar. I wonder, see, I kind of like to explore a little bit more of this color. I want to see, I use this specifically when I use, and I want to see what it looks like with this. Yeah, it does pretty much the same thing. These are very similar. I've always have had that in my thing, but I'm going to switch. I'm going to use this one, and I'm going to get rid of that and give it to somebody else. This is being used, I should be using that for darker skin. So I'm going to hang on to that. That's the way I'd like to put them, but I have to move everything. That's okay. That's what I'm doing today. It's my day. Moving, fixing. Ooh, I'm going to have room for more colors so I can choose and play with other colors, because it's fun to play with colors. Ooh, not that color. I want that. Just for giggles, maybe this is teal. Now that's very similar. In fact, it's very similar, but I think it's not as bright. That doesn't have any poomph of it at all. So before I go to the store, this gives me a chance to say, okay, do I want that? Was that one that I really liked? Or is it very similar to or is it just a duller of a color I already have? I do love these because it gives me a chance to look, to see anything else that I'm dying to have. But is that's a pretty color. Question, is it the same as that? Okay, not even close. Hang on, I'm looking for cobalt. Opera pink, that's what I want to see. Yeah, that's what I want is opera pink. But wow, that is a beautiful color. Ooh. Instead of that, I'm going to go with Quin Pink. Very similar to, and I couldn't decide which. I bought one, and I kind of decided I like yellow ochre better. But because I have it, so I'm going to try that. Aussie Red Gold. Okay. Okay. So is there some trick? Maybe I'm not smart enough to figure it out. I hate that. Okay, you guys are laughing at me. I think I'm kind of funny. Well, you did the first part. I now have a clean, beautiful palette with fresh, new paint. Yay, but I have to still do one thing. I need to get a sheet that says, oh yeah, this color is on this place. Till next week, when you don't know what you're doing, drop that brush. Like, subscribe, and ring that bell. You have a wonderful week. Bye.